We told you that Taryn wants to cover the whole cake with icing, and we need the area then, okay, the surface area. So we're going to need to work out the area, not just the top, but the curved surface going round, and in here as well, these sort of interior walls here, okay? So let's start off with the hardest bit. I think the top area here is going to be the more work that we're going to need to do. Okay, so remember, if we're working on area of a sector, and this is a major sector, isn't it? It's a major sector because it's a very large angle. The minor sector here has been sort of cut away, isn't it? Thrown away. But the major sector we can work out. It's referring to area, so I always start off by working out the area of the circle. Okay, the full circle, which will be pi r squared. So we know the radius is 12. So that will be 12 squared there, and you get 144 pi. Now remember, I don't want the full circle, I only want a fraction of it. So to get the area of this major sector, the fraction will be, well, it's going to be 300, isn't it? Out of 360, okay? That's the fraction of this, okay? So times this. Now, you know, we've got to do this without a calculator, so let's take our time here when it comes to cancelling down, for instance, this fraction. You know, I would see, first of all, that those zeros will go, okay? Also, I think I'd simplify this fraction further, and you can see here that 6 goes into both of them, yeah? So 6 goes into 35 times, and 6 goes into 36 6 times. So you get that as a fraction now when you simplify that down. Just makes it easier when you simplify it. Now you get this, and you know that's quite challenging in itself to work out that. Now you could times the top numbers and then divide by 6, but you're making life challenging there, yeah? There's lots of big numbers there to work out. What you could do though is compare these two and simplify these two. So divide 144 by 6, okay? Cancel down that way. So I'm going to do it by the side here with the bus stop method. So 6 into 1 doesn't go, carry the 1. 6 into 14 goes twice. Remainder 2, yeah, because so 6 into 14 twice, remainder 2, because there's 12 there, isn't there? There's 2 left over. 6 into 24 then goes 4 times. So you get 24. So you're allowed to do that, okay? You can cancel down. You know, I know it's not sort of, I know the 6 isn't underneath the 144 visually, but effectively that's what's going on. 144 is on the top, 6 is on the bottom, so you need to see this as if it was that, right? Even though visually you can't see it there, but that is on the top, that's on the bottom, so we're allowed to divide and cancel down, and it actually divides to 24. So we've got the 5 then times then the 24 pi, and if you work that out you get 120 pi. So it's the area of the circle, the arc bit up there. This bit here rather. Now to work up the curved surface area going around, okay, what you need to focus on is the arc length here, okay, the arc length. If you can work out the arc length, then you've got the whole length going round, and all we have to do then is multiply it by the height, okay, because you could think of maybe putting a piece of card around this cake, curving it around. If you flatten it out, it creates a rectangle, with the length being the arc length and the width being this height. So let's just work out that arc length going all the way around here. And remember, when I work out arc length, I always focus on working out the circumference first. So all the way around, pi d, so that'll be pi times diameter. Now diameter will be 24, won't it? Because it'll be double that. We get 24 pi. So to get the arc length then, I only want a fraction of this, don't I? The fraction will be 5/6 as we worked out there. It's 24 pi, and you can work that out there. You could divide that by that and get 24 divided by 6 is 4 times by 5 is 20, so 20 pi. So that's the arc length. Okay, so we've got the length all the way around, but remember then you need to then times that then by the height to get the area here. Okay, so the area of the curved surface is 20 pi times 10, which is 200 pi. Okay, so we've got the curved surface, we've got the top of the cake. We just need to work out these interior walls now. That's really easy because it's a rectangle. It's 12 times 10. So the total area of walls will be 12 times 10, but then of course you've got to double that, haven't you, because there's 2 of them. Okay, so we get 240 when you work that out. So the total then area to finish off then will be 120 pi up there plus 200 pi plus then the 240 here. So that simplifies to be 320 pi plus 240.